Hi, my name is Noelle YogaWorks, and this is my audition tape for YogaWorks. I'm here with my friend Leslie. I actually met Leslie when she attended my class at YogaWorks on Main Street in 1994. Isn't that right? 94. Yeah, so Leslie is an old student, but she hasn't done yoga in a while. So we're going to be doing a 1-2 class with her today. Leslie, go ahead and lay on your back. Draw your knees towards your chest and start to circle your knees around in one direction. You could be using your hands to guide your knees, or you could just be using your abdominals. You could be making really big circles or teeny tiny circles. As you're doing this, start to shift your breath from passive everyday breathing to active breathing. So your breath is becoming deeper and more consistent than your normal everyday breathing. Go ahead and switch direction with your knees. If you're practicing Ujjayi breathing, which I hear that you are, you can make this a moving meditation by actively listening to the sound of your breath and pulling that sound to the foreground of your mind and letting your thoughts and my voice and outside sounds sit in the background. So they don't disappear, but you're just shifting your focus. Go ahead and now move your knees individually, so either towards each other or away from each other. And again, they could be really big circles or teeny tiny circles. And now switch directions. And now take your legs straight up as you can. Try to keep your low back on the floor. Have your feet hips width and point your toes really hard like a ballerina. And then flex your foot. And then point. And go back and forth like that, just flossing the ligaments here. And now circle both feet around in one direction and try to make as big of a circle as you can, getting as much movement as you can from your foot, your ankles, and your toes. And switch directions. And now squeeze both knees back in and separate your knees towards your armpits. So both knees go back towards your chest and you separate them and draw your knees up towards your armpits. And let's take a few breaths there. And now bring your knees back together. Keep your right knee squeezed in. Extend your left foot out on the floor. Flex your left heel. Ground down through your left inner thigh and your entire left thigh bone. And it's off of that anchor that you're squeezing your right knee in and up. And now take your right leg as straight up as you can. And from here, move the foot around a little bit. Pointing and flexing a couple times. You can just be organic about it. Circling around a few times each way. And now keep a soft flex in the foot and gently draw that leg towards you. And as you're drawing the leg towards you, try to press your thigh away from you. And then squeeze your right knee back in and switch your legs over. So right knee squeeze in, and then right leg extends out, left knee comes in. You're anchoring down through your right inner thigh. Off of that anchor, you're drawing your left knee in and up. And now take your left leg up as straight as you can. And point the toes really hard. And flex. And point. And flex. And do a couple circles each way. Again, we're just flossing the ligaments here. And switch directions. And then hold a soft flex in the foot and gently draw the leg towards you. And as you're doing that, think about pressing the thigh bone away from you a little bit. And now squeeze your left knee back in and bring your right knee in to meet it so both knees are up. And then put your feet on the floor and have your feet hips width. And I'm going to have you hold a brick between your knees. And your hands are on the floor next to your hips. On an inhale, press down through your feet, lift your hips up and stretch your arms up to the floor behind you into a bridge pose. And on the exhale, Come down one vertebrae at a time, bringing the hands back down by the hips. So we're going to do a few rounds of flowing bridge. Inhales lift you up, exhales bring you down. Notice if you tend to throw your head forward or back. Keep your nose and chin pointing straight up. Your chest is moving up towards your chin, but your chin is not moving up towards your chest. Press down through both feet equally from the toes through the heel. Good. Gently squeezing your brick. I saw it almost slipped there. Keep a nice little grip on it. One more time. Inhale, come on up. And now you can leave the arms there if you'd like, or you can take the arms down and grab the sides of your mat, or you can go a little deeper by interlacing the fingers under you. And you're here for 5, 4, 3, 2. Wait for your next exhale, but on that exhale, come down one vertebrae at a time. Good. Draw your knees towards your chest. And then gently drop both knees to the right side. Just an easy first twist here. Reach out through your left arm, look out over your left shoulder, take a few breaths. You can have your left palm up or down. There are 2 different stretches. Does that feel better on your hip? Yeah. And then slowly come on back to center and switch sides. Your breathing sounds great, Leslie. Only thing I would say about it is try to make more of a four-part breath. So it's inhale, there's a little pause at the top of the inhale like a semicolon, and then it's exhale and a little pause at the bottom of the exhale. So it becomes a 4-part breathing. And then on your inhale, come on back to center. And from there, rock yourself up to seated and come to all fours. Shoulders are over your wrists. Knees are hips width. Feet are flush behind your knees. On the inhale, arch your back, lift your chest. Lift up out of your shoulders as much as you can. And on the exhale, round, belly button to spine, chin to chest. Inhale to arch. Exhale to round. Try to lead with your chest when you go into that arched position, and the neck just bends as an extension of the chest lifting. Okay. Good, now come to neutral and point your fingers towards each other. Hands stay hip, shoulders width, fingers point towards each other. And you're going to do 3 cat-cows from here. So inhale, arch, lifting up out of the shoulders, lifting the chest up. And exhale to round, belly pulls back against the spine. Just try to keep your shoulders over your wrists as you do this. Inhale to arch. Exhale to round. Inhale to arch. Exhale to round. Good, come to neutral. And now, Leslie, you're going to flip your hands backwards. So one hand is going to go clockwise, one is going to go counterclockwise. You only flip it as far back as you can. They might be pointing out to the sides more, that's okay. Spread your fingers comfortably out. So I like to do all these wrist stretches in the cat-cow because we all spend so much time on our smartphones, right? So this is fighting carpal tunnel. So inhale, arch. And exhale to round. Inhale to arch. Exhale to round. You get very round in your mid-back. I really want you to try to get that lower back, belly button to spine. One more time. Inhale to arch. Exhale to round. Awesome. Okay, come to neutral. Flip your fingers forward again. So this time you're going to inhale to arch. You're going to exhale round, and staying round, you're going to tap your butt towards your heels. Inhale to arch. Exhale round, tap your butt towards your heels. Good, relax your neck. Inhale to arch, shoulders over wrists. Exhale to round and tap your butt back towards your heels. Inhale to arch. Exhale to round, tap your butt back towards your heels. Your butt, your tushy. Inhale forward and arch, curl your toes under, and exhale to downward facing dog. Good, this looks great. Spread your fingers comfortably out. Press down through your inner hand especially, and then rotate your shoulders away from each other. So you have a spiral happening in each arm from the inner hand to the outer shoulder. You're not just trying to press your heels towards the floor, you're actually trying to press the legs back and then down. So it's like thigh bone towards hamstring muscle, shin bone towards calf muscle. Relax your neck a little bit. Good. I would say you could bring your rib cage ever so slightly in. Good. This looks great, Leslie. I'm going to give you a little help here. You're going to like it. You keep pressing down through your hands. Keep your neck and jaw relaxed. Your face soft, your eyes softly resting on a point between your feet. And from here, Leslie, you're going to walk your hands back towards your feet. Put a little bend in your knees. Make sure your toes are pointing straight ahead. Grab a hold of your elbows and hang out here. Inhale should be big enough that you're getting expansion in your rib cage and your sternum. So it's not just diaphragm breathing, expanding the belly. I want you to breathe into the side ribs, the back, and the chest. Notice how your arms are crossed. Switch the cross of your arms and take a few more breaths. Every inhalation, you want to get broadness in the back and the rib cage. Every exhalation, you're going with the weight of your head and arms. On your next exhale, release your arms. Keep your knees bent, and on the inhale, slowly roll up. And if you have any tenderness in your low back, you can walk your hands up. Good. And then come forward to the front of your mat. And your feet are hips width. Toes are pointing straight ahead. On your next big inhale, circle your arms up, interlace your fingers, turn your hands inside out, and look up and stretch up. Big wake up stretch. And you're going to stay there and breathe. Interlace your fingers, turn your hands inside out. That's right. Press down through your feet. Lift up through your quads and kneecaps. So what we're going to be doing here is we're stacking the front body and the back body towards each other to create length. So you're pressing your thighs back, but off of that you're lengthening your tailbone down. Your belly button is drawing in towards your spine, and your rib cage is even slightly pulling in. Take one more big inhale, drop the head back. And on the exhale, slowly fold over. Bend the knees, chest to thighs, head through your legs. Inhale to halfway. Really lean into that halfway. Try to shift your hips forward. And exhale, fold. Empty your body of breath. With soft knees, inhale, slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. Good job. Stay for exhale. Inhale, circle your arms up again. Interlace your fingers the unusual order. Turn your hands in. So you just switch it over by one, and it almost feels like you're holding somebody else's hand, right? Mm-hmm. And again, bringing the back body and the front body towards each other to create length from the inside. Your chest is lifting up so much that the head just sort of naturally drops back. Rib cage softens in. Take one more breath in, Leslie, and on the exhale, fold forward and down as much as you can. Bend your knees, chest to thighs. Try to take your head through your legs, literally. Bend those knees, try to get your head through. And then inhale to halfway, and you want to lean into it, shifting the hips forward. Exhale to fold. With soft knees, inhale, roll up one vertebrae at a time. Stay for the exhale. Awesome. Inhale, circle your arms up. Grab a hold of your right wrist. Make your arms as straight as you can, almost like you're locking in your head. And I'm just going to rotate your palm so that it's that way, better rotation on your shoulder there. And just like we did in the previous pose, stacking the front body and the back body towards each other, not aggressively, but just trying to create length from the inside. On your next exhale, you're going to side bend towards the left, Leslie. Yes, and arms are staying as straight as you can. And I want you to imagine that there's a wall behind you and you're trying to get as flat as you can against that wall. Wait for your next inhale, but on the inhale, come to center, switch your wrists, and exhale, side bend, up, flip that palm, that's right, arms as straight as you can. Good. Relax your face, your eyes, your jaw. Wait for your next inhale, but on that inhale, come on up, press your palms together, look up and stretch up, try to touch the ceiling. And then exhale, fold forward and down. Try not to shift your hips back too much when you do that. Inhale to the halfway, leaning into it, right? We're going to show Sandberg that one. And exhale, fold. Soften the knees and inhale, roll up one vertebrae at a time. You can always walk your hands up your legs. And stay for exhale.